What you say to me? Them niggas like, this an easy ass game. I don't know who good on this team. All I know the quarterback is. But look at that stadium. It's so dull.
From just inside the 20, a short kick.
Yeah, he.
Past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Attack him by the shoulders. Yeah. Nigga.
5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
Hear me, young play.
Nicely bit off, a pretty decent game.
Whoa. Knock him out his toes.
5, here's second and 5.
Oh, he ready to get. He better not. Oh, he is. Get him. Get that boy.
Alexander Madison, and he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 31. They'll try to get it on the
Nigga.
the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time.
Can you feel the rain?
Getting that 3 and out. How vital is that?
It's like the first round of a boxing match. You know, it may not mean much right then and there, but you'd rather not lose it, right? So you want to go ahead and get it, kind of establish something early, and hope it can carry through.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Running for the first time with a fullback, C.J. Ham. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 12 yards there, first down Vikings.
I know a lot of times we like to put players in certain boxes. He does this and he does that. But this guy, he can do a little bit of everything. He's not just a lead blocker or a guy who protects the passer. Handing the ball, you might want to get out of the way.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Cousins. Territory. He was brought down by Joe Thomas.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. They run for the first time with Ty Chandler. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly.
Touchdown, Vikings! Dalvin Cook, 38 yards. And the Vikings will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. On the return, it's Tristan Ebner from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. Back to throw. Fields. That's complete right side to Kmet. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
But Charles, did it seem like to you that maybe they were a little worried about his running prowess there? Because everybody kind of froze when he got outside the pocket, and they were able to throw it for the first down.
Absolutely, and you work all week getting ready for a game, and you know that the potential is there for him to run it, but you better take care of those receivers downfield. They can hurt you first.
And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. And he rifles one incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but
they'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. And they gave themselves options there on the third down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. And the Bears are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. 6-0 our score after 1. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And he'll get this one down to about the 27. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Ran it last time. Now Fields to throw. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. A first down throw for Cousins. Flush to his right. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
As quarterbacks like to do, he pushed it downfield on that throw. But I think that since he's outside the pocket and there was open space, it would have been a good time for his first carry of the game.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Throwing, Cousins. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football, and that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
On third down, Cousins. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 42. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13. I think everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play. Give my man a whole lot of credit for taking the hit and possessing the football.
And picking up the first down. Now left side on the swing pass. Oh, that's just not fair. And now room to run. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Joseph now to have the PAT. And he atones for his miss the first time around, as this one is up and good to extend their lead.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown.
It's a squib kick fielded just inside the 20. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Now a and again back to Komet. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
To throw is Fields. Completion here to Claypool. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
A final shot before the break. Fields.
And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. It's a squib kick fielded just inside the 20. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now Fields. He'll leave it for Montgomery, complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch, I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
On 2nd down, Montgomery. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Fields now to throw. Steps away. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the 1st down. They'll run with Montgomery. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They try again with Montgomery. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. David Montgomery taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bears are back within a score. Trying to run it in with Montgomery. And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. And that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. Still just a 2-score game in the 3rd quarter, but they're going to go onside kick here anyway. And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does. And a loose football. I know they're down, but starting the 3rd quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel that they've got to go ahead and make something happen, steal a possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
1st down, here's the run with Cook. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the 3rd quarter. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 42 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Here's Madison getting it again on 2nd. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. Back now at Soldier Field. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he has the 1st down before he's tackled at the 5. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains. This is where, 4th quarter, you got the lead, you give it to the big guy. defensively kind of sucks the will out of them, doesn't it? Because they don't want to tackle him right now this late in the game.
But you say that with accusatory tones. I mean, but you're exactly right. I know it's not something we have.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings get an important score there to extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Joseph connects on the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. This will be fielded inside the 5. And this will not be a good return. He's out of bounds at the 12. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now it's Fields. And some room to maneuver. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Offensively, they're just not playing a very clean football game right now. This deficit, there's a fumble. Good news for them, at least. That went out of bounds.
You're exactly right. And as they breathe a sigh of relief, they're looking at the scoreboard, thinking to themselves, if we turn it over there, things could really get rough for us trying to make a comeback in this game.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
The offense has to love that because that was just a dump down, and then he turned something out of seemingly nothing.
And the best quarterbacks understand that dumping it down is often a good play, a better play than even what was drawn up.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
And a dangerous throw there on the drop-off. Incomplete, nearly intercepted.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. And that is incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out.
Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. Touchdown, Bears!
Velus Jones
from 17 yards out. And the Bears have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So what can the Bears do here as they'll go for 2?
Here's Fields.
And he will get into the end zone to cut the deficit down to 4. And with a successful 2-point try, the QB rolling out, I would imagine on the defense that makes it tough. When he goes out, he's got the option to run or pass.
Yeah, it really does. If you decide not to bring extra people or extra pressure, maybe you have to have a spy on the quarterback, someone to account for him, because oftentimes that is the unaccounted for player.
A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
Up the middle, it's Cook. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
53 yards on the ground for him so far.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
On second down, this is Madison. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to third down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Here's Cook again. Justin Jones there on the stop.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Throwing here, Cousins. Setting up the screen for Cook. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Shifts by him. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should...
Obviously quite a performance, and most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Ebner going to elect to bring this out of the end zone here. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. And he'll have a first down, but a great tackle there keeps him from getting to the boundary. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Here's Fields. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So a 4th quarter pick 6 here, and that one might put this game out of reach, CD.
I certainly agree with that, partner, and I know one thing, though. That team that just got the pick 6, they're going to keep playing until this one's over. Better be careful. They're looking to get another one.
Joseph connects on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. It's a squib kick that still makes its way down inside the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
And we'll see if they go back to base. And that one on the money to Claypool downfield. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
Losing's what I never do. How you supposed to walk with me? I'm 80 steps ahead of you. My mind is on Socrates, all my bars on Rubik's Cube. Every time I do it, I just have to do it beautiful. I can't let this moment pass. Yeah, I know my time is now. Know my mama proud of me.